I'm in the field, and the field is at a bank. And those banks is not like just a branch. It's the complete banking system. And what I do at home is build virtual environments. So they tell me where I'm getting ready to go, and I build it in virtual machines. Right? So I got to know server. I got to know WebLogic. I got to know database. Okay? So you got to know SQL. You got to know those languages. I have to know a little bit of Linux. Okay? Definitely Windows. You know, when I say Windows, you got to know not only the server side, you got to know client side. All right, so that's what you're talking probably about now, a lot of the client side. So technically, I would be talking, if you were different banks, I would be talking to you. You see what I'm saying? Because I work at the IT branch, but I'm not the bank, right? And I'm on a team of, all we do is consult with banks, all right? On my team right now, there's 7 of us. I'm the lowest of the low. That's fine. I'm all right. But the top guys right now, as we speak, one is in New Zealand, one's in Australia, and one just left for Jamaica 2 days ago. They're going to be there for a while, put in some things, make sure that it works, and come back. They go to their homes. None of us live, I'm the only one in Georgia. Most of them live in Canada, or Canada, Ohio. My whole point is, what you think it is, but it's not as hard as what you think it is. Meaning, this class, just what y'all doing today, is the exact same thing I do every day. I try to figure out what the heck's going on. How does this work with this? What code do I need? I look up on the internet, try to figure out what I'm telling you. What you're learning and what you're doing, you are doing what I do every day and get paid well to do. I'm serious. So when you feel, because I remember this part, I felt like I ain't learning nothing, or I'm not keeping it. But I'm telling you now, the key is if you can explain it to a way that you and I understand. Yeah. And what the cherry on the cake is a certification.
Okay.
Because literally, that's what got me in the door. Because now that I'm in there, I realized I was very, very lucky. Because most of those folks are banking people. They come from the banking world. I never did any of that banking stuff. I understood the IT part.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of learning the banking stuff. But literally, I see millions and millions and millions of dollars move all over the world with very minimal amount of experience. So I'm saying, you can too. That's my whole point. I just happen to be with NCR. Now, let me back this up. The fact that you are with other people, right, is very, very important. A classmate of mine
Referred you.
referred me. And if it wasn't for her, right, no way. The other person, well, you know, because this person that referred me, we didn't have any, like real tight,
Click, yeah.
you know what I mean? But she said, she thought about it, literally. And I think she
It's
did.
good, yeah.
Okay, because I had no experience when it came to the bank. I had the IT. And when I got on the phone with that guy, literally, I was in New Orleans on my little vacation. And he said, you know, hey, it's so-and-so NCR. You got time to talk to me? Of course. You know, so literally that's how it started.
Wow.
Certification is important to raise your hand and say, I'm looking for a job. Okay?
Yeah.
Once they've said, okay, what do you got to say about yourself?
Yep.
Then that certification
It's out.
is out. It technically means nothing.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Huh?
I think that's the same thing Henry
Okay,
said.
and if that's
That's
what
the
he
same
said,
thing he
that's
said.
exactly what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
The actual certification,
Just to.
but guess what gives you just as much pump to say that you had the class? I'm telling you, because I've had many classes, you know what I mean? But I didn't get certified because I didn't want to pay the money. I'm being honest. All right, but when I got to talking with this guy, you know, when he saw my stuff for WebLogic, which I did have a certification on, all right, flipping that to what is it that you know, I was able to explain it,
Yep.
right? And that's what I think really got me hired. Seriously, you know. So, network, do get a certification, but understand what it is you like to do and what you can explain. I'm gonna tell you, I hate Linux, but I had to know some Linux. I took the class for Linux, but guess what they said when I got in the door? You don't like Linux? No. Well, we ain't gonna put you on Linux. We gonna put you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, so figure out what it is you like to do. If you like the network, you want to be a systems administrator, then see what that's all about and make those things happen. I will tell you, server, client. If you got time, you know, be it, because see, when I say server, WebLogic is servers. That's all it is. You know, it's automatic servers. Making little bitty servers and saying I got a bunch of them and there's somebody doing this orchestration of all these servers. That's all WebLogic, WebSphere, that's all that is. So,
Like manipulating the servers?
I'm sorry?
Manipulating the servers?
That's all it does.
How good is the thing?
Very good.
Yeah, like what you need to do, seriously, this is the method. Figure out what it is you like to do and market yourself as that, not what y'all got.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, okay.
That no respect. You see what I'm saying? But if you say, hey, I'm a server, I know all about servers, or I know all about desktop, or I know all about Cisco. If you tell the world, this is who I am, they will respect that and hire you for it. Then it's really a question of negotiating the money.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I made a mistake, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
When the man told me how much, I said where I signed. But I should have,
because you were
Negotiate.
very
yes,
happy with
I was
the
so
offer.
happy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was so happy.
Can't get what you don't ask for.
That's true.
Well,
So,
it could be that you got a job because you pay low.
But you're still gonna get the raise,
that could be
right?
it. That could be
Yeah,
it.
he's still going to get the raise.
You're still gonna
Yeah, I still get the raise.
the raise.
Yeah. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you know, now my situation might be a little different, but I'm telling you the same as I'm telling my son who is in IT. And his job is getting ready to go away in probably another 7 to 8 months. And so he's kind of worried. I said, well, you look for a job, new job, you know, now. And he's a systems administrator for the company he's with now. But he didn't like it. But what he really likes, guess what? The servers, and, you know, he can really do those real fast. Then you need to tell the world, this is me.
Yeah.
Last thing, you didn't get here just today, right? There's certain things you've already done in your life. And those are the things that you want to capitalize on going forward. See what I mean?
Yeah. As opposed to everything done and just ruin out everything you did before.
Yes, yes.
I got you.
Because that also, I can honestly say, got me in the door because I was able to explain how my IT experience
That makes sense.
connects to, you got it,
That makes sense.
make sense?
A little less sense, yeah.
So whatever you did in the past is not wasted.
Mhm.
Even if you just got out of high school, you deal with technology, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because what is this, anybody know?
Technology.
It's a computer.
Cell phone.
This is nothing but a what?
A computer.
He's a
A
technology.
computer.
It's a client.
Oh, yeah.
And it hooks
That
into
was
a
the
what?
word. To the
server.
server. Yeah.
How does the signal get there?
Wireless.
When?
Wireless. How does it work when it's, you see what I'm getting here?
Protocol,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. What you're
Protocol.
saying makes a
Yeah,
whole lot of
and that's the
sense.
level you gotta be able to explain
Mhm.
this to somebody and you'll get a job. If you can't explain it, well, if you can't explain it,
You lose the job.
You lose the job, exactly. So you should be able to explain what's in your pocket, and all of us got one of these.
Mhm.
How can I pick this thing up, all right, on the data side and make it work? Where does the signal go? What point does it hit next? What point does it hit next? What point does it hit as a cell world? What point does it, you see what I'm saying? And if you can explain that, and when it gets somewhere, to some data center, it's hitting the server, and I'm able to get to that server because I got a username and
Password.
Okay, when I do an app, it's nothing but an app. When I do an app, it's nothing but an app.
Yeah.
It's nothing but client. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, you can do that, and most of you can already do it. Seriously, I ain't telling nothing you don't know.
Mr. Kevin, I have a question.
Yeah.
When you were hired, did you pretty much learn specifics on the job, or did they train you?
They trained me once I got there. I think what it is, they want to know if I was trainable.
Trainable.
Right.
And by, like I was saying, explaining how it works, they know that I'm trainable. Because, see, in that banking world, for example, when I say app, they got some apps to make that money go from an ATM to be processed, and those images are checks and stuff, and the money goes somewhere. Somewhere it happens that this money and this information meet up. Some kind of where this is balanced somewhere. And if there is a problem, it needs to go back to somebody who needs to do an expert balancing, find out what happened. All those different things, there's applications that does all that stuff automatically. But that automatically is me. Because I put the parameters in on the app to tell that each ATM needs to hook up to this database. That database needs to do to a printer. And I mean, when I say a big printer, they got nothing but rooms and rooms and rooms of these printers that make things show up in certain places. It's
Not magic.
yeah, it's like magic.
So you're the magician over here.
No, I'm just thinking of the person who wrote those programs, the software developers. That, you know, you're talking about Duluth, that's where they work.
Yeah, because I know where NCR is. I
Yeah.
used to work right next to it.
Yeah,
That's where I was.
over there they do all the software development.
Yeah.
And in Peachtree City, they make the ATMs.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm serious. I get excited because, you know, I didn't realize how easy this can be. And even though you might not feel like you're learning something, tell them you are. Okay? Just don't get hung up on, I got to be certified. Yeah, you do,
That's exactly
but you don't.
what they told us today.
Huh?
I said that's exactly what Mr. Henry told us today. Right.
Don't get hung up on it.
Yeah.
Because I got people that I came through with, they really, really hung up on it, and they have probably 10
Certification.
certifications
That's a good job.
and no job. Because they get hung up on, I need this paper, I need that, I need this. No, you need to resume and I need to talk to somebody to say, hey, I know how to do these things. Do you have an opportunity? Well, how does that work? Well, blah, 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 blah. All right, well, come on in. Well, let's